All right, guys, welcome to tonight's webinar. Tonight's going to be a fairly quick one once again. I always have this screen up. You guys may be sick to death of seeing it, but you know, I like to always bring back to what we're here to do. What is our mission? What is this company about? And I think, you know, in a world where most people have mastered none of those three, and really when you know, if you look at the average person out there right now, and obviously this is a generalization, but their health's deteriorating. They're in survive mode with their health, just trying to get by, just trying to get enough energy to survive the day and stop themselves putting on too much weight and getting sick. So it's really just a state of survival. And same with wealth. You know, how many people are actually thriving right now? How many people have enough money to fulfill and do the things they were put here to do? You know, very, very few. And again, most people are just playing a game of survivor, just trying to pay enough bills and literally just survive. And then it comes into the self-mastery. You know, when you're sick and you're struggling financially, it generally affects the mindset, and then the mindset negatively affects the health and wealth. So I think what we're doing is pretty special. It's very unique. It's an incredible platform, and it's pretty incredible what we're actually working towards and achieving right now. So that's the mission statement. We're going to talk more about that later, and a little bit about tapping into that and really thinking about your why. But this week has been a week of mixed emotions. The world lost one of the greatest people I've ever met, and you know, obviously, as sad as it is, there's an element of being so grateful that we got to see him, and he come out to Australia there on the left and spoke at our annual event and met so many of you guys. I'm very, very blessed and grateful to have had that experience. And I know before I saw him in LA just 8 weeks ago, and he definitely, said he had an incredible time. He really gelled and loved the people here. So, you know, very, very sad moment for me. For you guys that don't know, you've probably seen me posting a lot of stuff about it, but this was the guy that got me out of the rat race 5 years ago and got me into fitness and got me that drive to believe that I could live a better life than average and just struggle. And it wasn't to be in the fitness industry that I achieved that. It was those same philosophies that I brought into network marketing. And I love this quote here: that's a good life, that's a life remembered, and that's the life, you know, he wants everyone to live. He wants everyone to live a great life. And I was able to do that with network marketing. And I think so many of his quotes and philosophies were maybe even just as true to what we're doing with network marketing as it was fitness. And But yeah, so that's why I guess he held a special place in my life, but also to get to meet him. You know, what's impressive about this guy is definitely not, obviously it is impressive, is his covers and his success, but the energy and the person he brought to every room he was in, that's what I thought made him special. And, you know, this guy, and one lesson that I think we can all take from him is every time he walked into a room, he'd bring excitement, passion, enthusiasm, meaning, philosophy, fun. And if we could all just bring a little bit of Greg Plitt into our lives, I know, you know, our days would be better, the world would definitely be a better place. So wanted to pay my respects once again, and I'm sure you guys all have too. I know I've seen it all over social media. So in thinking about that, you know, when someone dies, often it's a moment where you really reflect on your life and what it's about, and is it on track, and what's the meaning behind it. And it really got me tapped back into the emotion of my why. And I recommend you guys do the same and really think about it. And I guess I had the fire of my why when I started. And I guess because I had such a successful few years, sometimes you lose track of it and you go through the motions, and maybe you know, and often I think we need to revisit our passion, revisit our why. And it's something I haven't thought about too often. And maybe I've been going through the motions a little bit lately, and I know if to take a positive from someone's death, it's to really look at that and go back to why we do what we do. And so I want you to do an exercise, because we're going to use this later on. You guys should already know your why, but to go over it again, dot point this down and start think. There's two parts to your why. There's the pain and there's the gain. Okay, Tony Robbins talks about it all the time. So start thinking about, you know, what gets you fired up. Okay, what gets you pissed off? What standards are you going to set for your life? You know, what are you no longer going to settle for? Okay, for me, it was going through the motions of life, just being a drone, sitting in peak hour traffic, you know, trading all my time for not even enough money to get by, not being inspired by what I was doing, not making an impact, not being the person I wanted to be, being miserable all the time. That's what got me started. And that pain, that frustration in my life actually, become my best friend in the business, because it got me out of bed with enthusiasm, and it got me pissed off. And that fire, if we harness that pain, that frustration, you can harness that into passion, into your dreams. It's very, very powerful. So I want you to think about that. Write that down. Write down what you're no longer going to, settle for, and what standards of life you're going to live by. But it's not all depressing. Obviously, we want to also look about what gets you excited. Okay, what do you want to do? What do you want to become? Start thinking about those things. And start picturing it, visualizing it, write it down. And also, what do you want to be remembered for? I think that's the one big thing. I took from Greg Plitty's, like, be remembered, and you saw hundreds of thousands of people talking about great things on how they're positively affected by Greg Plitt's life. And then that, ponder yourself the question, if you were going to finish up today, how would you be remembered? What would they say about you? Would they say, yeah, John, he was a good guy some of the time, a bit cranky all the time. He worked job to job. Yeah, you're never really happy. Yeah, he was funny on the drink though. Is that all you want people to say about you? And I've started reflecting these things, and I know these questions make me want to strive to be better and live a better life. So think about this, write them few down for the pain, write the few down for the gain. That's going to lead into the next exercise we're going to do a little bit later on. So bear with me, but there is a purpose behind this as well, guys. But really, when thinking about your why, everything has been set up to make your why a reality, guys. This is the year. You master this business, you're going to have your why, your dreams, your highest values. That's the beauty of it. Where you master your job, what fruit's at the top of that? For some of you, maybe there's an exception to every rule, but for most of us, the answer's not much. And that's why I love this business. That was my passion getting into this, that it gave the average person a chance at success, a chance at living a great life. So I want you to think about that, because this is the year it can all happen for you, because it is all set up. This is why the company have spent all the money on the shipping center, the Australian registered products, DSA Australia. We created the press play, the tools. We figured out the system. We failed, we succeeded, we've learned a lot of lessons. This is why Dennis and Sophia are coming out to meet you guys next week. They don't need to. Sophia lives in the most amazing house I've ever been in over the cliffs of Orange County. They don't need to be here, guys, but they want to help you guys and help us go to the next level and really achieve our why. So this is why the company have spent so much time locked in the Aussie dollar. They've just set up a warehouse for you guys over in Perth. The company do so much for us. And why? Because they know through this platform they want to help you achieve your why. So yeah, this is the first full cycle of the year, guys. The last cycle was obviously interrupted by New Year's. And obviously during New Year's, doesn't matter what business you're in, it's going to be a tough week or so. Most businesses don't even open shop. So that's something we had to deal with. So for me, this is the start of the year today. This is the first full cycle. Everything is set up. You see those things, the shipping center, press play, all the above. We didn't have that this time last year. We're still paying $100 per order for shipping. We're waiting. We had no press play. We're still using slideshow. We didn't know what we were doing. And you saw what a successful year last year was. It excites me to imagine what's set for the year ahead here, because everything is set up for us, guys, and we just need to focus. So to capitalize on this, really, guys, what we're going to launch today is we've got the 8-week challenge for the health side. Well, I want to set up an 8-week compound effect challenge for the business side, for you guys that want to take your business to the next level. And if you guys haven't read The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy, it was a game changer for my business. I read it in May. My business had doubled by July. It really changed the game for me, and I know the power of it. So this is why I'm promoting it. So what is The Compound Effect about? It's really simple. There is no secret to success. It's just daily habits and consistency around income producing activities. Okay, so we're going to mix that with our industry. And in 2014, we really learned that without all basics of a network marketing system, you're going to have a hole in the bucket. But we've learned that. We've learned the hard way. We learned if you just run parties, they're eventually going to hit a lid. We learned that if you just do one-on-ones and phones and no parties, there's no excitement, there's no camaraderie, there's no bonds, there's no success. We've learned a lot of these lessons, guys, and this year it's all about having a wholesome system. We've got a wholesome product line that touches all bases of people's health. We've got the same thing here with the business now. I'm very clear on what needs to be done. I know the leaders are as well. And I'm hoping all you new guys coming through are just really, it's really simple for you guys, because that's how we're trying to make it. So with that, an 8-week compound effect challenge, okay? What do we need to do each week? Well, this is a ballpark figure, but you need to aim to be getting 21 invites a week out for the whole 8 weeks. Not for one, not for the weeks you feel great, for all 8 weeks. Stay consistent, compound that, okay? Daily communication, I should have put an asterisk here, because you can flirt with annoying people with daily communication, but it is the key. You touch base with your team daily, or at least every second day at the very worst. Your drop-off ratio is going to be very low. Your support level is going to be very high. People are going to thrive. So, but 8 weeks straight, make a conscious effort to daily communicate with all your front lines and your new members and support them. And that's not calling them up saying, why haven't you done 5 invites? It's a, hey, how you doing? How's the feelers you've been put out going? Okay, what's the response you've been getting? Support, 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 and it helps the ladder of escalation, which we'll talk about later. You need to push the one-on-ones, the phone presentations, and fill the gaps between the parties with this. Really simple. And obviously, we still need to get the group parties going. Don't spread too thin. We found when they're too thin, we lose the energy. Make sure there's a bit of camaraderie, a bit of a buzz happening at these parties, and you got the magic. So again, weekly, I recommend you personally aim for 7 new presentations per week. That means 7 people that you personally know or contacted or marketed see the presentation. Okay, really simple. It doesn't mean they sign up, just see the presentation. You can have all 7 at one parties, you can do 7 one-on-ones. It's up to you. For the next 8 weeks, make sure you're at your weekly org call and you're tracking your business, that at the end of each week, for 8 weeks, you know how many invites you did, you know how many presentations you did, you know all the basic data, okay? 8 weeks of it. And this is the important one that's really changed the game for me, and I know I've seen a lot of guys implement and have great success, is really writing down. Now, this goes back to our previous exercise, why I wanted you to write down your why. You need to view that why every morning for 8 weeks, 56 days of digging into your frustrations and pain, get that passion, get that fire, and then mix it and link it with your dreams, aspirations, the person you want to become, the success you want to achieve, okay? And these daily affirmations are very powerful as well. So, for example, one of them on mine is, I attract sharp, successful people into my business. I've had it for 6 weeks, and I've actually brought on some incredibly talented people in the last few months. So this stuff, it's beyond my explanation, but it works. And lastly, guys, make sure every single person you get started does get through the pre-party welcome training within 24 hours. And if you can stick to this, focus for 8 weeks, I promise you some magic, okay? Because guys, what I notice is when we focus on the process, the end goal takes care of itself, okay? Always. But when we're chasing the big number, the success, we forget to add the value. So focus on the process. This is the network marketing processes. You follow these things, you've got the whole 9 yards. You've got every area covered, all bases covered for a great network marketing system. And with our product, our success, our timing, you implement this for 8 weeks, and there is going to be some great things happening in your life and in your business. So one last thing, guys. The secret of the compound effect is to take consistent, and consistent action is not enough. It needs to be consistent, enthusiastic, passionate action, even when you don't feel good, even when you're frustrated and you're not getting the immediate results you desire. This is the biggest blocker to success, guys, and we're programmed from a job. As we do work, we get paid right away. The entrepreneurial world, success doesn't work like that. It works on you bank up the compound effect, keep doing action even when the results aren't coming, and you get paid out later, okay? This is the trap that most jobs have you, and that's why most people can't transit from a job into entrepreneurship, because they do 1 hour of work, they need that immediate gratification. Okay, that's how our brain is wired. Once you understand this, and once you understand even when your numbers are low or you're not feeling good or you're sick or whatever, that you still turn up with passion, enthusiasm, a smile, your why. And if you can implement this, guys, for 56 days of just being up and about straight, it's not a long time. 8 weeks is not long. You're going to change your whole life. I can promise you that. So, guys, 8 weeks of hard work. I put the word in fun and sacrifice because this business should be fun. You can still work hard, make sacrifices, and enjoy this. I'm doing that right now. I'm having a lot of fun with what I do. But 8 weeks of hard work for a why fulfilled, okay? Not too many people fulfill a why in their whole lifetime. They go through life just surviving. They never really achieve much. They never really tick off a lot of the boxes of their bucket list. We can do that here here and now. So who wants it, guys? I'm gonna do a post after this webinar, and if you do want to be part of this 8 weeks, you want to commit and be part of this growth into taking this to $100 million a year company in the next 12 to 24 months plus, comment in the reps post and say, I. That's it. So guys, just some other little training for you guys. What's been working for me? I wanted to share some things that I've been having a lot of success with. Guys, number one, I'm still using the tools. It doesn't matter what position I am, how much money I do or don't make, I still use the tools, okay? The tools help the ladder of escalation. The more tools people see, the more voices they hear, the more belief, confidence, and everything happens, and I get to leverage off it. It doesn't require my time as much, okay? It builds the credibility behind what you're saying. So for example, if I'm talking about the products, I might send them the Tony Robbins article, which is on runforwhitediamond.com, and maybe the Oscar Arden conversation of one of the greatest bodybuilding coaches endorsing the products, and go, look, our products, this is legit. This is not a gimmick. This is not a magic cleanse, fast, energy, weight loss pill, tea, potion. This is long-term health, and some of the most high quality people with integrity, the greats of life are endorsing exactly what we're doing. You should really take a serious look at this. And I've been having fantastic results using a tool like that. It also establishes the logic, okay? Because you're excited, but it needs some logic behind it as well. It enhances duplication because the tools do the talking for us, and we don't need to be able to sell as much. And as I just did then with the Tony Robbins thing, promote the value of the tool. And if you're on a one-on-one and you're sending the press play presentation, I'll make sure I edify the presentation. I won't just say, hey, check out the press play, see what you think. I'm gonna go check out this press play. It's gonna recap everything I missed. And also, when you're building the business, it's going to recap all the things maybe you miss. It's going to make this business fast for you. Because when I started, I had to do 40 slideshow presentations 40 times a week. Now, the video takes care of all the presenting, and I just share my why and my passion. Now you're going to see why the business can move at speed. And people are, oh, wow, I can see the power of the video now. So if you're not using the tools properly, they will not work. But they're working fantastically for myself and a lot of the people I'm working with right now. And they're all on runforwhitediamond.com, guys. Study that site, please. Number 2 is be the positive perspective at all times. What you're going to find is current reps are going to see problems, okay? There's going to be reps that they're only doing emerald numbers, and they've been in it 6 months, and they expected to be diamonds, so they're down in the dumps. They're depressed. They're mopey. Their head's between the tail, okay? It's my job to say, well, look, you've only been in the business 6 months. You're making a fairly good little residual income here. Your actions haven't actually been that consistent lately. So actually you're doing quite well. If we focus properly for this next 8 weeks, imagine what you're going to be able to do. So just being the positive perspective, okay? Always showing the positive, because in a world where everyone sees negative, that negativity is sucking the life out of them. It's holding people back. You need to be the one that says, hey, no, well, have you thought about it this way? And same with prospects. They're always going to see the negative on why they can't do it, why they don't have time, why they don't have the money. Use the objection handling sheet we've got there for you guys. It's simply just showing them the positive perspective that can get them to their dreams. Really, really simple, okay? And guys, it's an entrepreneur and a leader's job to turn around negative perspectives. That's your role here for your team. You need to be the stable rock that doesn't get down when you get a refund, that doesn't go crying when 3 people don't sign up. Okay, you need to be that rock and keep looking at the positive. You've got to have that optimism about the future, and if you don't, it's toxic. It's going to infect your whole team. It's going to drop the whole energy, and yeah, you're going to struggle. Number 3 is be plan and process focused. Okay, so make sure you keep moving up the ladder of escalation. You know, if you guys weren't on the webinar last week, the ladder of escalation is maybe an invite. They watch a tool. We get them on a 3-way call with an upline. They watch the press play. Boom, they come to a party. They listen to an audio. They watch another tool. Boom, that's the ladder of escalation. And they keep rising their belief, their confidence, their education. And it works very, very well. And also, you've got to sell the plan on how it can work for them. The way I see this is we're like happiness and goal and dream doctors. Okay? A doctor sells the plan. You come in there with the chicken pox. He's going to say, well, you got the problem. That's the chicken pox. The solution is you want them to go away. I'm going to show you the plan. Take these pills 4 times a day for the next 7 days and they'll be gone. The doctor sells the plan. We are happiness and dream doctors, okay? Excuse the cheese. So if someone's not where they want to be, you show them what we can help create them, and then we show them the plan that can work around their life and schedule. And if you can talk in those terms and keep selling people plans to get to their end goal, their dreams, boom, your business is going to fly. Okay, they don't want to hear all the details. They don't want to hear about you all the time. They want to know this. And I've been doing this a lot. It works. That's why I'm telling you it. Okay, so pretty basic stuff. Number 4, guys, is why did I go over this why again? Share your why and mix that with the tools. You've got the magic, because it mixes logic with emotion. Okay, your why, your passion, your fire, your goals, that's the emotion. The tools, the video, the content, that's the logic. You mix the two together, you've got massive action. But people are not moved by logic. Think about this. How can a sporting team that's bottom of the ladder, you know, when they have someone that dies in their club that week, they go out and beat the top side? Because that's the power, ladies and gentlemen, of human emotion. We're emotional beings. We are not logical beings. And when you can drive people's passion, enthusiasm, and harness it in direction, that equals momentum. So guys, make sure when you're presenting, you share your passion. Share why you're passionate about these products. Share why you want people to be healthy and not be, you know, the Walking Dead zombies. Share your passion about breaking free of the 9-to-5 system of people stuck in a 21st century prison. Share that emotion, get fired up, and mix it with logic to back it up. You're gonna move mountains, guys. And it is also going to ignite the passion and action in others, and it also is going to help you love what you do. Okay, so the big theme of this is know your why and bring it into every single day with you. So that's pretty much it for the training, guys. The You're in Australia Founders Weekend qualifications have finished today. You've got another 20 or 36 hours to backdate if you are still in the running, but that has pretty much been sealed and delivered. So congratulations to everyone that has qualified. We will be posting names probably tomorrow. It's going to be an incredible weekend. Not only is Dennis and Sophia coming, the whole production crew is coming. There's a lot. You guys have no idea how much work is going into this. Kim Bygrave is working around the clock. The man is probably not slept for a few days because he is that worked in setting this thing up for you guys and helping out. So make sure you thank Kim for everything he did and did for the annual event as well. And also, he was a big part of getting Greg Plitt out as well. So make sure you guys all owe Kim a beer or two or a Super Greens. Okay. So Dennis did dinner with Sophia and Talisha. This is a big congratulations to these 12, okay? Melanie McDowell, Brittany Giles, Mel Rees, Mel Goldman, Whitney Roberts, Angela Annecy, Bianca Romeo, Jonna Winter, Tennille Mead, Alicia Smith, Katrina Mead, Fiona Hooper. Now, I do know some of you girls are still running for this. You've still got 36 hours to backdate and hit Emerald. And I know I just spoke to Justine. She's going to be added onto that list from over in Perth. So congratulations. So it looks like there's only going to be 15. So it's going to be very exclusive. I don't even get to go. Marco, I know, is quite upset that he's not going to be there. He's like, but I'm 1 star white diamond and on FC. Can't I go? No, Marco. It's a girls' competition. Sorry, mate. But that's going to be incredible. I'm really excited for you girls. So great work, girls. Well earned. I know so many girls are. I've watched you guys over the last few weeks, and the way you girls have really changed and developed and stood up into leadership positions. I really see that there's no mistakes in the universe. You guys are at the right time, the right mindset to really partner up with Sophia. So really excited for you girls for this year and beyond, and to take home a lot of the lessons to your own teams and really push the female movement Australia-wide. And to finish, guys, tomorrow night, an Australia Day special, 6 Perth time, 8 p.m. Brisbane and 9 p.m. Melbourne time. I'll be doing a Your Health Australia vision call. It'll only be about 15 minutes unless I get excited and ramble on. I will also post the link to this on Facebook, and you'll be able to watch it live on YouTube. So that's pretty much it, guys. In memory of Greg Plitt, his philosophy was we fight for a better life. And that's what we do here at Your Health. We're fighting for a better life, better than average, not settling for struggle and just going through the motions and doing something incredible on this planet, not only together, but making a difference on others, just like Greg did. Heroes never die. Rest in peace, Greg Plitt. We'll all see you on the other side, buddy. And thanks for joining us, guys. This is it. 8-week compound effect challenge. Let's do it. Thanks for joining us, guys. And let's have a month that'll set up the rest of our lives. Thanks.